What's up and good morning? Well, welcome to our first morning here at Rhino Ranch. Last night was actually the first night we spent the night here. So if you see inside the house, it's still a big mess. We're still like trying to figure out where everything goes. Moving has been very brutal. We took the last load of stuff out of my garage, threw it in the warehouse until we can figure out exactly where it's gonna go over here at the ranch. This is Gunner's first day over at the ranch. We brought him in last night. So he really hasn't had time to like go meet the animals. And I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna go, you know? Me and Gunner was raised in the suburbs. Are you ready to be country, Gunner? I'm gonna take that as a yes, buddy. Last night was a pretty wild one. Coming up the main road, me and Chris saw a rattlesnake, which absolutely freaked Chris out, which is crazy because like where we grew up, there's rattlesnakes in our suburb area. Then last night I let Gunner out to go to the bathroom and like two giant toads came out of the backyard here. Now I knew like there's a lot of animals out here. I didn't know we had toads. Now if there's one thing I have learned since we moved all the furniture in this house, is furniture from my small house looks very tiny in this big old freaking living room, as does my current TV. So we're gonna have to make an upgrade to like fit the scale of this place, but one step at a time. First things first, I want to go see how Gunner reacts to these animals and hopefully not scare him nor them. It was just feeding time, so they're up there all kind of eating. I did see most of the donkeys take off for one of the pastures out there, so I'm assuming they're just gonna go do some grazing. Now, I don't know if I mentioned in previous videos, but this here house comes with the finest of redneck luxury. An above ground swimming pool. This thing is an absolute eyesore. It's in the worst possible location to put an above ground pool, but it's here. It was full when I bought the house, and then before the old owners moved out, for some reason they drained it. I don't know, maybe there's a floating turd in the pool or something, but I figure, you know what, like, I don't know how long this thing's gonna last, but it's been over 100 degrees out here. Let's fill it up and let's use it for a little bit. But it was all dirty in the bottom, so yesterday I started scrubbing the whole bottom of the liner and adding some water to it. Now I want to drain this water out. Problem with it is the drains are like so high up off the bottom of the pool that you have to actually put a bunch of water in it to try and get the dirty water out. So I've got a submersible pump over there in the single cab OBS. I'm gonna dump in here today, try and get all that dirty water out, and then we'll refill it with some clean water. But come on, Gunner, let's go meet some animals. I don't know if anybody's gonna like it. Gunner, go say hi to the goats. I don't think you've ever seen those. Don't chase them, Gunner. Don't, easy, Gunner. Easy, Gunner. They are your family now, buddy. It's just Gunner, Bubba. We don't gotta be scared of him. Bubbles, man, you're backing yourself into a corner, buddy. Gunner's cool. All right, well, this is going well. This is going well, Gunner. I mean, Gunner's happy. We're a little hesitant on introducing Gunner to the bull, but let's see. Easy, Gunner. Oh yeah, you don't like it now, Gunner, huh? Now that the donkey wants to come up to you, you want to go the other way. Yeah, man, you're the friendliest donkey. Yeah, boys. Willie, is that your new buddy? Come on, boys. All right, y'all be friends, all right? Look at that. Look at that. I think we found the best friends right here. Oh, you're excited, buddy. You're excited. Gunner, careful, man. They kick. Come on, Gunner. You guys are playmates. This is rad. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's playing and you're not trying to kill each other. What's up, Willie? Is that your new buddy? So while this property was pretty much turnkey when I bought it, there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be making some changes on. And I mean like some small stuff, some big stuff. One of the first things we're gonna change is the sprinkler setup right here. Now I guess it's kind of hard to grow grass out here, so the previous owner was very proud of this nice grass texture. And it's beautiful, I love it. But he never put in like a true sprinkler system. So we've got hoses running everywhere off of like hose timers. And it's just like, that's not a permanent solution to me. And they absolutely flood the crap out of all the wood on the house. That's a big no-no, we don't want that. In fact, when I bought the house, they actually had to replace all of these posts for the entire porch because they had a bunch of water rot on them. So we don't want to have to do that again because those are not cheap. So project one that we're starting today is getting a full sprinkler system in here. We got Abel, we got Poppy coming. And if anybody out there does hydro seeding, owns a hydro seeding company or works for a hydro seeding company, like, you know, this amount of grass is really nice and I'm grateful to have it. It's way more than I had, but I think that being grass would be really rad. I mean, obviously not the whole field over there, but I think we should have another big stretch of grass out there. I know all of this was hydro seeded. I figure that's probably a better option to cover greater acreage, but let me know in the comment section if you guys got a hot tip on some hydro seeding. Willie, small treat. Seriously guys, all these animals are so chill and friendly. Let's give them a treat here. Walter, you want an apple, buddy? There you go. Yeah, that good apple. There you go, boy. You've been a good boy. Yeah. Jeez, man, you got some strong teeth. All right, let's return our attention here to the above ground swimming pool. Got a couple of pieces of 2-inch pipe and my submersible. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Most of my tools are still over at the warehouse, so we don't really have a way to cut this 2-inch, but we're just gonna have to pump a little bit uphill. I was hoping this would be tall enough to pump it out, but it's all right. I think the old multi-quip pump is up for it. Well, let's fire her up and see what happens. All right, she's working. Dang, this thing pumps fast. I'm gonna try and agitate all the dirt that's in the water, and hopefully it'll all get sucked out. This is also a good time to test the drainage of the property because I honestly have no idea where the water wants to go. Eventually, we're gonna be pulling all this gravel out. It's actually gonna get a concrete driveway. I got a whole landscaping plan that I've already drawn up for this place. So knowing where the water naturally goes is good for us. Uh-oh, looks like we got the cavalry arriving. ¿Qué pasó, Evo? Papi! Sí. ¿Tu caballero?
Sí.
Ah, aquí. Oh, papi.
¿Por qué?
Is it running hot?
Sí. La aguja ya está hasta arriba.
¿Qué quieres, papi?
Me gusta tu troque. Vamos, córtale aquí.
Right, we're gonna make Papi a hat here. There you go.
Sí. Oh, aquí está broken. Mira.
Oh, all right, sorry. We need a good cut on there. Nice and clean.
Oh, okay.
¿Está bueno?
Sí.
Oh.
¿Qué lado es mejor? ¿Acá o este lado?
I think este lado. Yeah, papi. Hey.
Ahí está.
The ladies te gusta.
Sí, no, sí, le va a gustar.
Chava, that's your new buddy.
Este es para las carnitas también.
Easy. They're pets, they're not food, Chava. So, we have our game plan in place. The guys are gonna get started digging. I gotta run back into town and get some supplies. Now, I gotta say, the single cab OBS is going to make the perfect ranch truck for hauling supplies, lumber, material, whatever we may need up there. But it is not a comfortable ride to go long distances in. So I might actually start looking for a little bit newer, more modern of a work truck that we can use out there. But you guys gotta give me credit. We haven't put a new paint job on this one yet. So here's the plan we've come up with. We're going to tap our main water source, which is on the side of the house right there. We're running, I think 4 or 5 pipes in here. We're gonna shoot sprinklers essentially down this side of the yard as well as that side of the yard. And we're gonna put some of the bigger ones that pop up. That way we can shoot both towards the middle and we don't have to worry about anything hitting any of these posts anymore or any part of the house. We are then going to be running a main water line, which will have full-time pressurized water down to this little corner of the yard. We'll let the horse lead the way here. In this corner of the yard, they had like a little picnic table. It's next to all the fruit trees. So what I think I want to do here is I want to dig part of this out and actually build a fountain here. And one of the reasons I want to spigot is too, if the fountain ever runs low, we'll be able to just refill it easily without having to run a hose out. And the reason I want to build a fountain is you guys may remember from the house tour of my old house, I had this statue sitting in my corner of my yard that I had used as a fountain. Well, the problem is this statue is designed to actually be in the center of a bigger fountain. And it's meant to pour water out of her little vase there, fills up her trough down below, and then pours over into a bigger fountain. That's why they have the actual like water line coming in on the backside of it. Problem is, if you don't have a bigger fountain around it, all the water splashes out and eventually evaporates, and you have such a small little area right there to hold water that unless you have pumps that auto shut off, which I did, but sometimes they would fail, you end up just burning out pumps. So I actually had my sprinklers at my old house that would refill that every time the sprinklers came on. But we're gonna do it right. We're gonna end up building a nice fountain out there to give us some like water sound as well. All right, well, big lapse in time has happened since the last video clip you just saw. I've been dealing with getting TV and everything installed in the house today, so that is all finally finished, thankfully. Abel and Chava got the initial lines in for the sprinklers. I mean, you can see everything just put back like it would never happen. We've stubbed out over here where all the valves are gonna go. And then they're slowly working their way through putting in the rest of the sprinklers. We got Willie over here. It's dinner time for the animals, so they all start making their way up there. You ready, Willie? We coming? Come on, buddy, let's go. We're gonna get some food. Yeah, you're a happy donkey, aren't you, buddy? We got some fresh produce for the geese. Second the animals start to hear this sound, they know. Oh, geez, all right. Just got a big old snort on my back there, huh? I don't know which one, but One of y'all farted. It's gross. Feeding frenzy over here, boys. You all ready? Looks like we're gonna have to get some hay delivered here pretty soon. We're running a little bit low. Can't forget my buddy the pig. I hear her snorting down here. Come on, let's go get some food. One of our other pretty urgent projects that we're gonna work on is similar to the sprinklers over there. All the like water lines run into any of the animal enclosures is all just hoses on timers to like time how long it takes to feed a trough up there. I want to run all hard lines underground. It just looks a lot better. It's a more permanent type of solution versus just running hoses everywhere. And I'm going to end up putting all of the animals on auto feeders instead of having to have giant troughs that just collect a bunch of crap and have to get scrubbed out all the time. Hopefully they take to auto waterers, but I think they're pretty smart. Right, Bubbles? You're pretty smart. I mean, I just watched you scratching your face with your back hoof there. That's talent, buddy. That's talent. Let's go take a look on our above ground swimming pool project we got going on over here. Now, I've had to leave the property a couple times today, so I didn't want to rely on the hose being like full bore open while I was gone. So I'm actually using one of the timers that came with the property to do it in like 5-hour spurts at a time of water, just in case the hose pops out or something happens while I'm gone. We ain't just like spraying water everywhere. Now we are on a well, so it's not like we're getting charged for water, and we have a really good producing well, but yeah, this thing looks a little dirtier than I thought it was gonna end up being. Once we get it fully filled up to where the actual like above ground filters, however well they work, we can spin some of this up and hopefully filter it out. I'm no above ground pool specialist. Eventually though, we are kind of brainstorming. There's a good chance right off of the backyard here where it drops down, we're gonna do like a big pool with a vanishing edge. Not really sure. I'm not necessarily the biggest pool guy in terms of like going in them, but I think they look rad, so we'll see. I think this is kind of the ideal location. Have the fire pit coming straight off the house as it is, and then right beyond that, big pool, vanishing edge. And we're gonna do some fence replacing around here. So if any of you guys watching own a fence company, work for a fence company, I wanna do like, you know, some vinyl, white picket fence, I don't know, 4 foot tall, however tall that fencing is over there, around the entire yard here with some chain link behind it to keep the animals out. They're getting a little braver today. I noticed some of the goats trying to sneak their way in. There is an electric fence running all the way around, but I think either it's not working properly or they just kind of don't care anymore. And I've been spending a lot of today going to battle with the wasps that we have around here. This fire pit is their favorite spot because of the water in it. I mean, you can see that it's just a whole nest of them. So let's piss a lot of people off right now, and then we take off running. But I just forgot, there ain't no open doors to the house. Let's try not to get stung. We made it out alive. We're good, guys, we're good. I gotta say, the last 24, 48 hours that I've been here, I have learned a ton about this property that I did not know. Animals I didn't know existed. I didn't know we had toads running around here. We got toads, all kinds of giant pterodactyls flying around. But it's pretty rad, you know, I'm enjoying it. I think this is a heck of a life change, or a lifestyle change. You know, I grew up in the suburbs. I've always lived in the suburbs. I've never had this much acreage and land to just absolutely do whatever I want with, and I'm really, really stoked for that. I'm very thankful for you guys for allowing me to, you know, take you along this journey and helping me get here. I just saw some stuff. Oh, I think those are birds eating over there. No, maybe they're squirrels. I can't tell. It's too far. And hopefully you guys are just as stoked for the, I guess, the ranch videos that are going to be coming as we start to develop this place. And we're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff out here. Plus being able to do all the childhood things that we wanted. Build the dirt bike tracks out here. All the stuff that, you know, we didn't have room for or we couldn't do as kids. We're doing it now. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforitapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah.